Hey guys, Madame here on my VanillaCraft world, and now that we're 10 episodes in, I just kind of want to do a world tour, show some people that might not have seen the world, kind of what I have going on here, and see if I can get any feedback on anything. We're starting off at the very bottom here of my path. Now, the path was like the first thing I did in the world. Basically, wanted to make a easier way to get down the mountain and up the mountain. Worked pretty hard on it. I have a time lapse on my channel if you wanted to go and see that. But yep, it goes basically from the very bottom all the way up to the top. This was the first big project that we did. But other than that, I'm very happy with how this turned out. I very much like it. I like how there's not wood everywhere. It gives it kind of like a rustic vibe, I guess. I don't know. I just think it's nice and easy. But as we come up, we approach the house. Now this is our house. I am going to make a larger garden in the front, as some comments have said. I want to make a nice big tree over in this area. But let's go into the house and see what's going on. In here, it's a pretty bare room. I'm still wondering on what I can put in here. So if you have any requests or any good ideas, leave them in the comments below. But first thing we're going to do is come on in here. It's kind of our storage area where we have a lot of chests. I don't have item frames on everything, but it's coming along. And as we make our way through here, we're going to go over to this side. This is kind of like the workshop area. We have a little nether farm, bunch of furnaces, blast furnace, brewing stations, really anything you need. And it's still expanding. If we come on up, we'll get to my bedroom. Nothing crazy, just some leaves in the corners. Got my valuables up in here. As we look out, we can see kind of across the pond to some, it's supposed to be a nicer view. And then we'll move forward. And as we come out back, we'll be greeted by the fountain with our animals on either side. We have our cows. We have our pigs. Then we also have our chickens and sheep. I'll get to that building in just a second. We'll go over to this little thing right here. This is where I had my happy ghast. So I made this structure so he wouldn't fly away. It's basically what that whole point of that structure was. But as we come over here, this is going to be our villager trading hall. Now I put a little more effort into the outside design of what this looks like. And I'm still, designing the full outsides. I have a little bit of designs on the side here, but on the other side it's bare, and on the back it's bare. I would like the whole thing to be designed. But yeah, so we have all our villagers in here. We go to our emeralds. We can get emeralds going all the way down through. Mostly the essential ones. I haven't finished the flooring because this took me a little while. But as we come up here, I'm still deciding if I want to make this back wall all chests. If I want to add more villagers up here, then have my chest just in here, or if I want to put my enchantment table here while I have my chest outside. If you guys can leave that in the comments below what you think might look better, I'll take everything into consideration. And as we move forward, we're going to take a right turn over through this little pathway. And on the left here, where there's this giant hole in the ground, this is my mine. I am going to be digging all the way down, kind of making it easier where I just jump down and then I have ladders to come up. Maybe a, water elevator in the future will be put in there. But I have my tree farm over here. And as we make our way on top of this hill, we have the very first house that was made. It brings back some good memories. It's pretty vacant now because I took everything out of it, but we can reminisce over the good old days. I'll probably tear this down pretty soon, but like I said, we have all of our trees, and we also have our nether portal, which naturally spawned right there. I just completed it. And then if we make our way this way, we'll follow the ridge of the mountain here all the way up. And this is where we have the enchantment table at the moment. I put it up here because I thought it would be very cool to kind of come up here, and to enchant things while looking out into the view. I feel like it's a nice view, especially with these shaders on. But like I said, let me know if you think I should move it to the villager trading hall and have kind of like a one-stop shop over there. As we make our way down over here, we have our farm. And it's just a basic farm. It's wheat, potatoes, carrots, and we have sugarcane and pumpkins here. But I'm working on a big project in here where I'm going to basically mine pretty far down, and it's going to come out at the other edge of the mountain over there. It's going to be a giant glass wall. It's probably be my not my very first, but my first real mega build of this world. And I'm excited to see how this turns out because this is where I'll put a lot of my automated farms. But yeah, so that's basically the world. I don't have any other really crazy things going on. I have only a mob spawner all the way at the bottom of my mine. But other than that, please let me know in the comments what you think would look better or what you think I could include in here to better my world, not just, functionally, but also aesthetically with my house and the trading hall and everything kind of in that area. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me on this quick little tour, and I hope some of you guys who haven't seen the world quite yet kind of come along, stay for the ride, and watch some of the old videos to see kind of the process that I've taken to get to all of these different things. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good one, and please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.